Happy St. Patty's Day to everybody out there. I hope everybody's really safe. Don't get crazy. I'm going to go right in with my networking today with Solar Sandy. She's here. Solar Sandy is on a mission, and she's on a mission for a reason. And I want you to tell everybody a little bit about what it is that you do. Welcome to the show.
Thank you,
and
Carol.
And why you are so passionate and here today to talk about this.
I absolutely am, Carol. Thank you, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. And APS people, really, really pay attention, because this is really important for you, and it's going to impact you severely if you don't pay attention to what I've got to say today. We're already paying power bills that are high. I know that my electricity is on, my AC is on today, like everyone else's. It's 90 degrees. Well, those electric bills are going up, Carol, and they're going up absolutely significantly, anywhere between $50 to $150, $200 more this summer. There's two reasons. APS is implementing an 8% increase, and they're implementing this new surcharge called a demand fee, and it's going to be when we are using the most amount of power during the summertime, that they can look at the time of day where we're using the most amount of kilowatts, and they're going to attach a surcharge, and it's going to be on an hour, a 30-minute, or a 15-minute interval period of time. We won't know when that period of time is, and we won't know about that demand fee until it hits our bill August. And so everyone, if you'd like to save money off a bill you're already spending money on, I have a solution. You're not going to pay for panels. You're not going to pay for maintenance. You're not going to pay for monitoring or installation. We pay for everything. All you're going to have is a lower electricity bill, and it costs you nothing to do it.
Now, this is no-cost solar. I've seen a lot of it in the news lately. It's big, especially here in Arizona, because we need this. Everybody should have it on the roof of their homes. Now, and if you're with APS, you do want to listen up, because you want to get in on this early so that she can get you the most amount of money that you can save on your bills. It's a bill that you're already paying money on. You have a solar saving incentive, and you love to go out to everybody and give them out, because this is your thank you to them. You said the last time that you were on. And you're valley-wide. It's a free consultation to find out whether or not not whether or not. It is always that you can.
I can always save them. It doesn't matter how little or how much power they're using, Carol. I can always save them off of a bill that they're spending money on, and it costs them nothing to do it. The only thing that they have to qualify is if they own their home and they have a credit score of 650 or better, and most everybody does, and they can then start putting more of that hard-earned money back in their pocket, Carol. And this summer, their bills are going to be going up anywhere between $50 to $200, and sometimes if there's people who are paying $500 and $600 and $700 bills, those people are going to be absolutely shocked at what their bills are going to be. Everybody's going to be shocked, because APS is on a mission to increase our bills and to make as much money on the power that they're selling to us during the peak of the summer as they possibly can.
And of course, you know that they're doing it while the time that you're going to have that air on 24/7. 24/7, no matter what. I know we've already started. So listen up, everyone. We want you to call in here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I get you connected with Sandy so that you guys can get this $200 solar savings incentive. It's cashola in your pocket.
I delivered a bunch this weekend.
Yeah, you do. And you are always so busy, and you have helped a lot of people that have been listening to the show since you've been on.
Absolutely, Carol.
You can also check her out on her website. It's AskSolarSandy.com. There's a lot of information there. You've got news clips. You've got videos. Go ahead.
Yes, Carol. And it's, the same amount of power this summer that you were using last summer is going to cost you more. A lot of us have our APS on auto pay. So when that increase hits our bank account, we're not even going to realize it. Just our bank account's going to realize it when that's another $150, $200 on top of the already high bills that we had last summer. We had one of the hottest summers that we've ever experienced in Arizona last year. They're saying this year we're going to have another hot summer. So it's not going to be 2 or 3 months again this summer. It's going to be into October, November that we have our air on. We had our air on all the way through to November.
It's always like that.
So I can save them money off a bill that they're already spending money on, the same amount of power that they're using right now. If they want to keep their bills even at the same certain level, they're going to have to turn their thermostats higher. Who wants to come in after being out in 120 degrees and have to put your thermostat at 95 to make sure that your electric bills are staying the same? I don't think anybody's going to be comfortable with that. That's miserable to live that way.
She's valley-wide, and it's free. Everything that you're doing here is free. There's no cost to you. And to find out how much money she can save you on a bill that you're already paying money on, there's no obligation here from her. And we want you to call in here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And you know what? She is on, but she's on because she's on a mission to help as many people as she can. You've helped a lot of people, and you want to try and get to as many people as she can, and getting in now. So 602-277-5369, and check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com.
And, you know, Carol, you say it's time, you know, people to call in today. Yes, it's really important that they do, because there's a step in a process. Once they're qualified, it takes time to get the paperwork in, make the reservation. If their reservation is not made by July 1st, they will not be grandfathered in at the current APS rates, which allow them the maximum savings that I can offer them. After July 1st, when people find out that APS has raised their rates and added demand fees and their bills have gone through the roof, then, you know what? I am able to sign them up, but it won't be the savings that I can offer them today. So I'm able to cut their highest bills in half and then some, and that's a lot of money to put back in your pocket. You know, I say to people, do you cut coupons? Or when you're driving down the street, let's say Fry's has gas for 17 cents, and across the street Costco has gas for 12 cents. Well, of course you're going to go to Costco to save the 5 cents off the gallon of gas. That's exactly what I'm doing for my consumers, Carol, is I'm saving them money off the kilowatts that they're purchasing, because those kilowatts add up. When you're buying 10,000, 15, 25,000 kilowatts a year, that's an awful lot of money that I'm putting back in the consumer's pocket.
Call us here. Get the solar savings incentive today. It's $200 cash in your pocket. 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. AskSolarSandy.com. You could subscribe there, and then you can go ahead. And what happens when? What's the process of when they subscribe on your website?
And what they do is leave their name and their address, and then I know that they've left their information today, and I'll call them back tomorrow. And then what I do with their permission is I find out their name, their address, their phone number, etc. And with their permission, I call into the electric company APS, and I find out how many kilowatts did they use the last 12 months. If they haven't lived in the house for 12 months, I can use their square footage. So either way, and then I create their solar saving proposal, and I go out and sit down with them and meet with them and answer all their questions that they might have, because everybody's going, well, there's got to be a catch to this. No, there's not. I'm just lowering your power cost. So instead of you buying your retail power from APS, you're now getting your wholesale power from the panels on the roof, and it's cost you less amount of money.
And well, it doesn't cost them anything. It lowers the cost of your bill. This is no cost solar. If you've seen it on the news, I've seen a lot of it, and I think everyone should have it really here. That should be a mandatory thing, because we're hot so long. We have the air conditioning on 24/7. You can't open up the windows because it doesn't get cooler at night here.
No.
It just doesn't. It's 24/7. So we want you to call in here. We want you to get connected with her. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. She's on a mission to help everyone out there in Arizona, and to help them so that you can lower a bill that you're already paying money on. Again, it doesn't cost you a dime. She's valley-wide. It's a free consultation. There's no obligation to find out how much money she can save you. And usually you said it's how much?
I can cut their highest bill in half and then some, Carol. And I mean, there's different people for different things, but I can save people money off the bill that they're already spending money on.
We had a text that came in one time she was so excited because her bill was $3.10. Wouldn't everybody love that? Give us a call here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Go on the website and subscribe. It's AskSolarSandy.com. Welcome back. We're talking with Solar Sandy, and it's hot out there today, and we know that you have your air conditionings on I don't know if that's
Air
a word.
conditioners.
Right. On, and we know that every time you turn them on, you're sweating because, you know it's going to cost a lot of money. You're on a mission. You want to help everyone out there, but you want them to get grandfathered in today. And it's all about just talking to you, getting a consultation with you,
Yes.
and being signed up, ready to get going if that's what they choose to do.
Right.
It's no cost to you to do this, and for her to come out to you and tell you how much money she can save you on a bill that you're already paying money on. She's going to give you $200 in your pocket just to do that. You have to qualify, and everybody usually does, because all you need is what?
You just need to own your home and have a 650 credit score or better. And that is all that you need to qualify to save money off a bill that you're already spending money on. Carol, this summer with the APS increasing the rates 8% plus these demand fees. And what a demand fee is, everybody, it's an untested billing scheme that they're able to now look at your power usage over an hour, 30 minutes or 15-minute interval, and they're allowed to add a surcharge on that. So you're not just paying for the power that you're using, you're actually paying a surcharge for them. It's called a demand fee. And so people's bills this summer are going to go up exponentially, and they won't know when these demand fees are being calculated, so they can't avoid them, because if you have your lights on, you have your refrigerator running, you have your AC running, you're going to incur these demand fees, and your bills are going to shoot up. It can be 100, it could be 150, it could be more than that. You just don't know, because I don't know how much power the customer's using. If you've got a bill over 300, you could be in trouble, 150 or more with a demand fee.
Now, we want you to call in here. We're going to get you connected with her. The number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Her website is AskSolarSandy.com. She wants to, what this is all about is just getting you to understand that it is no cost to you, that there are no gimmicks whatsoever.
None.
And I've heard a lot about it in the news. You're hearing more and more and more about it.
The reason you're hearing more, excuse me, Carol, the reason they're hearing more and more, because APS is about to start taking the option and the maximum savings that are available today away from the APS customer. So if you procrastinate and you don't get this done before July 1st, if you're not grandfathered in, you are not going to get the maximum savings, and APS is just waiting for that to happen. And as soon as they do that, then it's about phasing it out so that you will not ever have the option to go solar again and have the maximum savings that I can bring you today.
The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show, too, for this, because we want you to get connected with her, find out how much she can save you. We did talk about this, the girl that texted in that said that she had a bill. She was so excited that was $3.10.
Yeah, her APS bill used to be around $400, Carol, and I cut that bill in half for her, and her APS bill now is only $3.10. So basically, people who've talked to people before that wanted to sell them panels, that makes absolutely no sense. I'm not creating another bill for them. I'm lowering a bill that they already have and they're paying on that's going to go up this summer, and the summer after that, and the summer after that. The APS is not just going to go up once in July. It's going to go up again the next year, and the next year, and the next year. The reason I got into doing this, Carol, is my daughter who lives in Hawaii, her bill went up 340%. So people say, oh, my power is never going to go up that high. Excuse me, it does, because I used to live in Hawaii and I was paying about what the customer, what we pay here in Arizona, about. And when she called me and asked me 3.5 years ago to help her with her power bill, I said, I couldn't believe how high her bill was. And it wasn't that she was using a lot of power, it was the cost of the power. If you fly over Hawaii today, 95% of the homes there have solar on it because they can't afford the power and the electric. And that is what APS is getting ready to do here in Arizona. So if you want to continue to paying higher power bills, do nothing. If you want me to lower them, this is the time to do it, because it takes about 45 to 60 days from the time of signing to installation for PTO, permission to operate, with APS. APS is starting to get busy, Carol. I can get the panels up and I can get that done for my customers. But it's APS that we don't want to drag our feet. We want to get them in. We want that reservation made before July 1st, them grandfathered in, and then they're in. They're going to have the maximum savings, and that's for 20 years. They don't have to worry about it changing or them being be subject to any further rate increases of APS. It's covering them for 20 years.
It covers them for 20 years. Wow,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yes.
So again, we've got our lines open here. The number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Call here, get connected with her. She's going to come out and do it's a solar savings. It's a
Proposal.
proposal for you, and you're going to get the $200 cash. She wants you to have it. It's a pleasure for her to give it to you. It's a thank you. You said
Exactly. And people sometimes just call to see if they're going to really get the $200 solar saving incentive, and they do. And then when they actually see how much I'm saving them off a bill that they're already spending money on, Carol, they are so happy. There's a lot of elderly people that I've visited, families with kids. They're saying, Sandy, we weren't going to be able to take a vacation this year because our power bills were so high last year. So I have a lot of great, people that I work with. I love what I do, and I love the people that I do it for, because it's mostly people just like you and me, Carol, that they want to put a little bit more of their hard-earned money back in their pocket, and I'm able to help them do that with a bill they're already spending money on.
Call us here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com. HOAs.
There is no HOA that can turn anyone down. It doesn't matter if you live in a gated community or have a kind of a not great relationship with your HOA. Some people have not great relationships with their HOA. But we do everything for them. We submit all the permits, the paperwork, and everything. There's not anything that my prospective customers or my customers have to do. They just meet with me. I get with them, showing them how many panels they need, how much power they need replacing, and they're really happy to see how much money I'm saving off a bill they're already spending money on.
And again, it's no-cost solar to you, not a penny out of your pocket. I was mentioning, too, that we've mentioned this now several times because it's very true. I had a friend of mine that was looking into buying a house. And I said, well, she was buying this house. I said, are you with APS or not? I don't know. But you can help people that aren't even in their homes yet. Well, I told her, said, you might want to check it out. And she was. And she was one of the ones that called in that you said that you helped her. You went there right away. And the sooner, the better.
Absolutely. You don't have to have, if you're not in your house yet, but you're buying it, and Debbie hadn't even closed on her house yet, but I was able to go based on the square footage, and she's going to be in this week, but we've done the site survey and everything, and she's saving a lot off her power bill this summer. So all I need is the square footage, your address, and you can have this before the summer, before those summer bills hit.
Give us a call here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com. She's probably one of the busiest ladies that I know because she does go around. I know all the time, every time I talk to her, she is so busy, crazy, but she's busy loving going to the customers and giving you the $200 solar savings incentive. So she wants you to have that. It's no obligation to you to have her go ahead and come out and just find out how much money she can save you on a bill that you're already paying money on.